2, 1. All right, welcome back. It's round 3. It's the finals of our first Mega Draft here for Final Fantasy, meaning that whoever wins this will get lock up a Player of the Year invite and also have a duel with our other Mega Draft winner, which is to be determined in a few days. We got Matthew H on the other side here, whom we've seen from the draft, tracked all of his rounds, up against John P. Goku or Go Home, with his Orzhov deck that we earmarked as one of the potentially more powerful decks in the pod, and it's got to the final here, but is going to 5, unfortunately. What's Matthew looking at?
Yeah, I mean his hand is like it's all right. It's quite slow. He has four lands, all of his colors. He has the Phyrexian Espionage that has been doing a whole bunch of work.
Yeah,
He has a Grabby Giant and he has a Lorien Revealed. So nothing like he has his lands. He's not gonna be missing land drops, and he has some stuff to do, but it is a bit slow.
yeah. So John had a very borderline first hand. He had like 2 swamps. He had the 1-drop Battle Swarm Fly or whatever it's called, um, and just other cards he couldn't cast. But like if he drew a plains, he'd be okay. Like it's a very borderline hand. The second hand just had no land, so nothing to say there. But he does have a couple of okay plays to do once he draws a land. He's got the Voracious Vermin. He's got the Rufus Shinra, Ratadrabic. For turn, he's drawn the Shrouded Shepherd.
Okay.
So
Uh,
he's getting some
yeah,
board presence, but he's going to quickly run out of things to do.
Matthew still hasn't really drawn anything more impactful to the board. He drew Dreams of Laguna and an Inherited Envelope. So stuff to do, but not anything that is going to put up board presence,
Yeah,
which this is going to be another matchup where he definitely needs to be doing that.
yeah. I don't know if I don't know if he has like a way to sack this roll token, but playing a 1-mana 1/1 is just not not very good play. But not much you can do.
Yeah, you imagine he's got to have like a couple of ways to sack it, otherwise you just wouldn't put the card in your deck.
Yeah, so he's got the Rufus Shinra here, which is a very good 3-drop, I would say. Like, just really, really nice card here. And Ratadrabic that he has in hand, I believe, works with that. I believe it's when a legend dies, it comes back as a 2/2 zombie version of itself.
I think that's right. So if the Rufus dies, it'll come back as a 2/2. That's not bad.
Yeah, that card was not played very much in anything.
Okay, he's just gonna put this Gravity Giant down and hope it sticks. I think at this point, you just need something on board to stop the, you know, lots
Yeah,
of creatures.
unfortunately, no interaction here. He did draw Taken by Nightmares, which is a removal, but does need another swamp to get that in play.
Sure.
I don't think he wants to throw away his Shinra to deal 3 damage, so I don't think it's at that point of the game yet.
Yeah, I mean your opponent's at 13.
Yeah, you're
I
only
don't think
getting
you
3.
want
Okay,
to.
white Auracite off the top will be good once he gets a land, but this 4/3 just is holding back an entire army here. So he makes the mana dork here, Dreams of Laguna. Yeah, I don't know if Matthew had like instants in his hand, but like John is like was like one removal away from just being able to get this get things going, and now this crab is here and basically never can get that off the board with what he has in hand.
Yeah, he Matthew doesn't really have any instant like interaction or anything with that.
Yeah,
The rest of his hand is just card advantage and lands. I mean, he has this Phyrexian Espionage, the Lorien Revealed, and he's trying a Reality Chip in the
I
meantime.
mean he's not getting attacked even if John finds a flyer. We got a giant with reach over there.
Yeah, I think John just missing that fourth land drop, not being able to
I
curve
mean I
his
think he has
remove.
to keep both of his removals here. Yeah, I don't think keeping Ratadrabic is that good.
Yeah, when you only have the one legend, like what? It's just like a 3/3 with menace or something,
I
right?
think it's
Like
vigilance and ward
oh,
maybe.
vigilance.
It has a lot of words that I know some of them, but not all of them.
Okay.
Chocobo kick on that. That's like a thing that can grow. So he said that's the threat, and now reality chip. And still no fourth land for the removal here. He has Fight On, which is not good. It's a rough one here. Multi-5 just didn't get things going, didn't have removal. I think he was one removal away from really putting the pressure on.
Yeah.
And I mean, he had the removals in hand too, he just didn't draw the land.
Yeah, if he could kill that crabby giant, start swinging through, like even when Matthew develops a crab, you probably just swing past it at that point and win.
Yeah, you just throw away
But
your 2/4 to get in a bunch of damage.
exactly.
And now it seems like I don't know what configuration of cards he can draw that can get him a win here. And now drawing 3. And this is how Matthew drew it up. Just, I mean, having your opponent multi-5 is always helpful in getting your game plan enacted, but yeah, just John didn't find the right cards, and we saw his deck had a good amount of things to do, had some removal, like, and he just milled his removal now. I mean, the only thing is maybe he can get his board wide enough if he has some more things that make 2 creatures, but
Yeah, at this point though, Matthew can go to town with Reality Chip, and
and
it's
he
going to be very hard
and
for.
he just milled, I believe it was LS, which can actually deal some damage when your stuff dies, I believe.
Oh, that's like when your things die, your opponent loses one. When your opponent's
Mm-hmm.
things die, you lose one.
Yeah, that was just way too much going on here, and the reality chip active. Yeah, I mean, John's he's gonna fight the good fight here until it's done, but it's looking very frustrating here to not get those lands to cast removals when he needed them. I mean,
Oh
Matthew's
yeah,
still
another.
not in I guess he's not. He doesn't feel like he's in a position to attack just yet. And now this fight on, even his fight on in hand is getting like housed on by the
The
Ignis. Just
Ignis.
everything he's
Yeah,
doing is just getting sadly invalidated here.
Matthew's got. Yeah, he's 4 lands in hand. He just exiled a land with the synthesizer, and there was another land on top. There's only five like basic lands left in his library.
Like next time, if there's a next time I watch Matthew H Megadraft, I'm gonna put full trust in every pick he makes and never wonder how the deck will come together because it's coming together.
Certainly is working out for him this time.
I mean, he's had a couple of like things where opponent multi-5 missed things. Opponent didn't draw the right cards in the right order.
He got exactly what he needed in that game against Ryan too with the bass song.
Yep. Yeah, he's drawn Return Triumphant, which again just gets laughed at by Ignis.
Oh yeah,
He is going to do the fight on now in response, though.
that
So
makes sense.
he's gonna stick it to him this one time. So just this once, I'm getting my cards back.
You take the small victories, right?
Gotta gotta do something here, but it's and crazy that he's still actually not even drawn a land this entire game.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Matthew's over here with like 11 on the battlefield and 5 in his
But
hand.
7 cards in hand, so
Yeah, he's got a many partings off the top to go get another one.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, there's only 2 lands left in his library, and somehow there's still one on top.
Look, getting flooded is a way to lose, but it's gonna be hard for him to lose from here.
Yeah, getting flooded when you have nothing to do, but when you have the reality chip, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah. All right, he says time to start attacking. Said, I'm in a confident position. Your creatures are all tiny. I'm ready. I mean, I guess, yeah, John can see more cards from Matthew's deck, but if he watched any of the previous rounds, then he may have seen cards. But yeah, I feel like even in the finals of a Mega Draft, I may not have had the fortitude to keep playing this particular game. But
Yeah, I mean, at this
yeah,
point, it feels like
nothing.
so unwinnable.
I mean, look, it's the finals of the Mega Draft. Weird things can happen. Opponent can do something weird. We can, you know, just keep playing till you can't anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I think I remember a draft that I participated in, and I was in the finals of where, uh, Jordan played breaches on turn 3 in the second game, and then just like hit like 8 lands in a row or something. I was like, I'm totally screwed, but he just had nothing going on. Um, I lost anyway, but that's beside the point.
It's good you could still say the word breaches without like your entire body shaking. I think that was.
Yeah, I had to go to some therapy for that one.
I think that was what was happening for a little bit after that. Yeah, he just said, "I'm going to attack all. I'm a 13. I have 3 foods. I'm not afraid of any attacks that you can do to me."
And when you have like 4 times as many lands as your opponent, you can kind of do whatever you
Yeah,
want.
and I mean,
And
and he was being pretty careful before. He wasn't attacking when he maybe had some attacks, but now he's saying, "I can get you dead fast enough that I'll just attack." And also, just completely insane that there's been 0 lands drawn.
yeah, I know. I mean, just bad luck from John.
I assume he's blowing out a block here of some kind.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah, that's the one that he's blowing out. Makes sense.
Matthew's deck now has actually 0 lands in it.
Yeah, John just bemoaning the lands here in the little chat box with us.
I think that's a pretty reasonable reaction.
Uh, yeah, unfortunate. All
You
right.
know what? GG for sportsmanship. I don't know that that was a good game. Probably
Well,
not for.
if you've lost the game, it's just an acknowledgement that hey, you won
Yeah.
and all is well. So he does have 24 lands looking here. Just if we were wondering if he skimped on lands, the answer is
Okay.
not really. 24 is basically the equivalent of like 16 lands in a 40 card deck.
He Matthew gets to his sideboard and he takes out a catapult and then immediately goes to the search bar and types in turtle.
He knows what he wants. Man knows what he wants. Is there a Legolas
Guess
coming
who's
in too?
back?
Is Legolas coming in?
I didn't catch if he brought Legolas in.
I mean, it seems pretty good against this deck too. Like John's deck and Ryan's deck have a lot in common as far as just what they're trying to do. Not just the colors, but just the strategy of
Yeah,
just
just get on
playing a
board
bunch of
early.
little stuff.
Yep.
So I would assume Legolas is probably still good here.
That would make sense.
John was about to type, maybe you concede just for fun, which I don't know. League committee. I mean, I guess you can. I guess as long as you're not offering anything in return, I guess you can ask if your opponent if they want to concede.
Yeah. Well, it's a good thing there's no league committee here, so nothing to worry about.
Well, no ones with morals, at least.
Wow. Okay.
Hello. Yeah. All right. He did make a couple small changes here. Just looking, it's like, what do you put in against this? Just like random cards. Like Matthew's deck is like for the most part just random cards. Not in a bad way, but it's just like there's no like what's good against what he did. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's. I mean, theoretically, it should just be weak to John's deck already, but not when it gets stuck on 3 and
Yeah.
has to multiply.
I mean, like I think like the only thing you can really do is like lower your curve, maybe just bring in cheaper plays, even if they're not the best. Just have more
Sure.
things to do in the early game because his early game is not the best. We've seen that.
Yeah, I think so as well. I mean, if you can just like curve out and throw one removal spell at like Matthew's first creature, you can definitely take a big chunk out of his life total in those first few turns of the game.
Yeah, so the games that Matthew lost, his first game of the first round, he mulled to 5, and Chris D with the blue red deck just sort of played his stuff. Like he didn't even do anything. He didn't even have like a especially scary start. Just opponent mulled to 5, and he had stuff to do every turn. And then we had Ryan just curving out, going 1, 2, 3, and just keep playing, and then like playing multiple like double spelling with cheap spells after that, and just did it enough to get him dead. And Ryan almost did that again in the third game. He came right down to that bath song there. So yeah. So if anything, maybe lower the curve a bit, I would say, as like how do you fight against this?
Especially on the play.
Yeah, it looks like he didn't do that. I didn't catch all the changes he made. I know he took out Born to Drive, which is nothing special to start with. I think he took out. Didn't catch what else he took out. Yeah, it's just like as long as you let Matthew live through the first few turns and he gets his colors, like he's just going to be able to do enough things to stay in the game. All right, pretty okay hand here. What's Matthew got?
Good stuff over here as well. He's got 3 lands. He doesn't have red, but he has the other 2. He just top decked this mini parting, so I lied. He does have red.
Okay.
But he's got Dreams of Laguna. He's got his Welcome to Sweet Tooth, Timio's Completion, and a Mirror Shell Crab.
Okay.
Ooh, so it's a fun one.
Not too bad. We got in hand here. We see Cloud being cast. He's got a Fairy Fencing, which I believe is just X and a black minus X, and you get a discount if you have fairies.
Yeah.
Grahatia, Papercraft Decoy, and a Plains. And a White Mage's Staff that we saw him get.
Okay. So, I mean, Sean's offering the trade here. I guess he's kind of banking on the fact that Matthew won't have more creatures to put the counters on from Welcome to Sweet Tooth, which is true.
He's like, yeah, I'll trade my 2/1 Mythic for your 1/1 token. I'm in. Deal.
Yeah, well, I imagined John is just going to play White Mage's Staff and then fire off the Fairy Fencing, right?
Likely in response to the counters, yeah.
Yeah.
So what does it give? It gives 1 plus the number of food counters you have?
Yeah, so it would become a 4/4. Okay, he's countering this staff.
John's probably pretty okay with that, honestly.
I think that's fine.
He also has
Yeah.
Defiler of Faith in hand, which
Oh,
I
that's a
believe
good
is a
one.
5/5 Vigilance.
Yeah, Vigilance, and then whenever you play a white permanent spell, you get a 1/1.
Yeah, 1/1, and you could pay for Exian.
Yeah, I don't. There's nothing blue that I can cast.
Oh.
There is something.
Can we get whoever that is muted? I didn't catch who that was, but
Well, seems like we're good now.
okay, very good. All right, so in comes the creatures. He's drawn a corner by Black Mages as well. Can't cast that one just yet. Yeah, I'll just ask if anybody is unmuted. Just please just click that mute button since we're recording this for YouTube. We do have like a gigantic amount of people watching right now, so very, very cool.
So Matthew just surveil his 6 land at the top for Gladiolus. He's thinking of Chocobo kicking the varmint. I think you probably do want to do that.
Yeah, just might as well just keep the threats off the board more or less. All right, no 5th land here for. He has Grahati as well, so he has two good things to do on 5. He does have a Cavalier here, the 2/2 that makes a 1/1.
Okay.
Just playing more bodies. It's like not incredible, not really pushing forward his game the way he needs it to, but again, better than
Yeah. 5th land would definitely go a long way for him right now.
Yeah. Okay, he's hovering his corner by Black Mages. So he's calling on that swamp here. He's calling on it hard.
Yeah. I mean,
and it's a Haunt of the Dead Marshes.
that's almost a swamp.
He sees a Plains on top, which gets him his his 5 drops. But with Gladiolus in play, with no way to get it out of play for the next turn at least.
Yeah. And
I don't even know if you keep the planes there. Almost, it's like. I
I
mean, I
think
know
if
you
you
want to
have,
cast your 5 drops, but
I mean, you have Defiler and Grot. Yeah, I think you
yeah,
do just want land regardless.
yeah, it's fair. I mean, I guess he could maybe go wide enough with the Defiler if he draws white spells, but there's 2 foods on the other side too. Like that's one of the things Matthew like those foods have been vital for his deck because he does take
Yeah,
damage in the early game and like he's consistently every game that he's won made like at least 2 foods during the game, if not more.
yeah, he kind of just like has these foods that show up incidentally from his other cards. But because he usually soaks up some damage early game, they're nice to keep him alive.
Yeah, they've been so vital. Like they've been absolutely vital to his deck. Just everything's working. You know, it doesn't look like it works like on the outside when you just look at the deck, but you know, he knew what he was doing, and it's working out for him so far. We'll see if John can get this game going in his favor with the Defiler here.
It's gonna eat a fight spell next turn. He's got Clash of the Icons in hand.
All right, well, yeah, just very frustrating here for John. Oh, he
No, it's without summoning sickness.
yeah. I mean,
No.
enlist is it's a mechanic we didn't that wasn't even that good. It was like wasn't a super impactful in its own format. You cannot tap a summoning sick creature to enlist. But looks like he can cancel his attack.
I let him get out of it. That's nice.
What? Okay.
I'll take this back, I reckon.
I didn't even know that was like I thought it was declared as an attacker. I guess you enlist while attacking, so before you've actually declared it. Okay.
And then he declined something, yeah.
Yeah, no, he just did undo, I'm guessing.
So weird because those mechanics like usually let you tap something with summoning sickness.
Yeah, enlist goes into the pantheon of forgettable combat related mechanics that nobody cares about.
Training anyone?
Training. I mean, mentor. You know, I mean, it was good in that set, but like ultimately forgettable. What was the green white one from Duskmorn?
Oh, some survival.
Yeah, yeah. Enlist is sitting in a mausoleum somewhere with all of those. But luckily, he took his attack back, so his 2/2 didn't end in the graveyard. Not that
Yeah.
this. Oh no! Block the other one. Dang, he's blocking the trample one here.
Yeah, I mean it kills it, but he is taking a bunch of extra damage.
Oh right. Okay, yeah. Never mind. That's fine. Forgot it had the damage on it.
Yeah.
Okay, he's got an eerie soul tender here, but it's all looking a bit of a mess here. And he never got that swamp. If he got that swamp, like it's like a game of like just 1 card away, you know. Like last game, if he gets that 4th mana for a removal, he can get in a bunch of damage. This game, if he got the swamp, the turn Gladiolus came down, it was vulnerable for black mages. Just these little things that just didn't go his way, and things are working out for Matthew as he planned. Like he's yet to resolve Gladiolus and lose a game. I've noticed that much.
Yeah, I feel like it's a pretty consistent trend. Gladiolus is it's a good card, I'd say.
Yeah, I think usually like Gladiolus is like in Final Fantasy it was like top of your curve for your like aggro-y landfall-y deck sort of, and here it's kind of just like when the game starts. Like his game starts when he plays Gladiolus. It's like, yep. Now we're doing everything. So looks like he's not surviving here, but he could put a white aura sight on the way out and make his opponent attack him, and looks like we are getting a not a league champion yet, but a Megadraft champion, and with the potential of being the overall winner once the dust settles.
Oh, and good news. We do have confirmation whether or not the Legolas was in the deck because he just drew it.
Oh, I mean, it wasn't in his starting deck, right?
No.
But he must have cited it in while we were discussing other things. But ultimately, you know, John P did what he could with what he had, but Matthew's deck just worked. You know, we weren't sure during the Mega Draft, we weren't sure during deck building, but he made it work, and it was extremely impressive. So
fun.
very well done by Matthew. Congratulations on winning the Mega Draft. Lock himself in for Player of the Year, and he may just win the whole league once all the dust settles. So congratulations to that, and thanks for watching.